Hello, love. Welcome to Transmission Tuesdays here on the Libran Key. These are transmission messages of a cosmic, galactic frequency nature for the highest and the greatest good of the ELSH collective, empaths, lightworkers, starseeds, and healers, awakened and awakening souls, for our highest and greatest good and in the highest and greatest truth. Always coming to you, of course, from sacred space. As always, know that if this message has found you, or you have found it, that there is something here for you. That is always the intention that I put into these messages. Welcome back, family. Sending you so much love wherever you are. And if you are just coming across this video, this message for the first time, a very warm and loving welcome to you too. This is gonna be a straight up transmission message. I am actually having a number of my guides coming through for this message. And by way of that, also various cosmic frequencies is what I'm hearing, okay? They're pointing me to the fact that today is a 21 day. It is June 25th, 2024. At the recording of this message right now in this present moment. And this is how the timely is going to aspect into the timeless. 21, the number of completion. It is a 21 day, numerologically speaking. And I keep on being shown the world card. And interestingly enough, it's also the 25th. They're pointing me to the number 25, that also being significant when you reduce that to a 7. And they're actually wanting me to share, interestingly enough, the specifics that I know about this number with regard to the 2 representing the divine feminine relationships, and 5 being the number of change, opportunity through crisis. Okay? Now, I feel like this is going to be, and they're confirming that for me. I'm feeling a lot of Venusian energy coming through for this, divine feminine energy, and also the energy of Mintaka. If you resonate with Mintaka, if you resonate with the Mintakans, or even the Lemurians is what I'm hearing for that matter, a lot of this watery energy, beautiful water elements and elementals as well, all connected to this, because we are dealing with the heart and we're dealing with emotions. They're specifically showing me the heart in the heart suit in a deck of cards, which is really tarot, and I'll relate it to tarot, the mysticism behind all the meanings of these symbols, and the cups in the tarot is what I'm being shown as well. I keep on being directed to the Healing Waters Oracle that I have sitting here on my launch pad, on my space deck here. But we're not going to be popping cards from that. They're actually directing me first to just talk a bit about this specifics of this day and how this pertains to, especially if you resonate as being a starseed and also light worker, empath. And by way of that, you may be a healer too, but really looking at the energy of being a highly sensitive person, a sensitive soul, and the relationship journeys that we are on that are either entering a new cycle or ending. And the significance of this particular number and this day. The number 25, the fact that it is a 21 day when you add up June being the 6th month to the number 25, and then the number 8 because we are in an 8 year. Okay? What I'm seeing and what's being shown to me is this precedence of these divine feminine energies of intuition and knowing and being in the void, and being also in a liminal space of not knowing where we are going to be next, and how that space can feel terrifying. It can feel scary. It can feel like, am I even making the right decision? Am I a freaking crazy person for feeling this way? And when I say feeling this way, I don't mean emotionally. I mean the feelings, the nudges that you are getting with regard to a specific situation, a specific relationship, and trusting in that feeling. And also wanting to address here, and I feel the energies of Mother Mary wanting to come through for this. Mother Mary, the lineage of the road, Christ consciousness coming through for this, of having a deep compassion for the process. Because especially as empaths, and they're really emphasizing starseeds here too, because they're emphasizing this feeling of a feeling of not fitting in when it comes to these things. A feeling of it's difficult to word. I'm gonna choose my words carefully here, because it's like what they're showing me is thinking we have the package deal, thinking we've got everything, the job, the relationship, the home, the car, the pets, the kids for that matter, thinking we have, all of this sort of sorted out. Really what they're focusing though on for me are the tangible things in this reality, in the 3D matrices is what I'm hearing, that are commonly held as being the things we ought to aspire to. And this has a lot to do with security, safety, keeping up with the norm, keeping up with the Joneses. When you are a starseed, and when you are a lightworker / empath / healer, okay, by way of all that, that is here on a very specific journey or mission for that matter, there are going to be moments where you're going to feel like you are two completely different people, moments where you feel as though you are supposed to be wanting these things and aspiring to these things, with other people looking at you like you're crazy because all of a sudden you want to do a 180 and change all of it. And there's going to be another aspect of you. The deep knowing is what I'm hearing. They're showing me a point of light within each and every one of us, almost like a portal, that is whispering, that is giving us the nudges, that is guiding us in a direction, a calling for that matter. And they're showing me how this message is meant to ping us either at a very nuanced, specific level, where you'll take simply the message here or the reinforcement of trusting in yourself and trusting in your path and trusting in your journey, to the extent of some big changes, some upheavals is what I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing turning point. They also want me to bring in the fact that we are in the midst of a very interesting lunar cycle and almost a lunar reset, or, and please take that in the most basic meaning of that word. I'm not referring to any other resets. I'm talking specifically to a tipping point is how they're showing it to me, where, and this is coming off of the energies of the solstice, the full moon that we have in Capricorn and the full moon that we are going to have again in July, as resetting a kind of cycle. And I'm also hearing the words karma related to this. And when I say that word, what I mean is course correction, okay? This isn't about you did something and now it's coming back to you and all that crap, which is a very one-dimensional way of looking at what karma is. This is about something significant that you are here to heal, to course correct, to learn from, and to grow from. And if that is resonating with you, however it's resonating with you, again, take whatever resonates and leave what does not. Okay, they're directing me to actually, so I am working here very, very, very quickly going to bring in these Lemurian seed quartz little points here, because they want to bring in this connection to that inner knowing, the coding, okay? The energy that is embedded within. They're showing me almost like it's in our cellular memory. I'm also seeing that this could be something in our blueprint, something in our soul blueprint, something that we are here to unlock for ourselves. And that the experiences that essentially we agree to, because we are all sovereign and all of free will, the experiences that we agree to, they're really emphasizing this concept of soul contracts, where you decide in the end. You decide. A contract is simply an agreement. And the agreement always, what they're showing me here, involves free will. You change that whenever you knowingly know. I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but please take the energy of what's coming through for this. It's like when you know, is what they're giving me. A soul contract has ended. And sometimes, they're showing me full circle again, completion. I'm seeing the World card again. And they're bringing me back to the 21 day. It's a 21 day. And what's interesting is when you add 21, you get a 3. So what's beautiful is we are creating something new in that. There is a magic in the number 3. There is, we know the connection 3, 6, 9, and understanding frequency, energy, vibration, the encoding of the universe. They're showing me the actual foundational ways that upon which creation is enacted upon, okay? Again, take whatever resonates and leave what does not, okay? But the reason why I'm speaking to a programming is that Lemurian seed crystals, laser, whatever form, and any crystal really for that matter. But what we know about the specific, what's the word you want to give me here, Spirit? These beautiful energies that want to come through. I'm actually getting, okay. It's interesting because these Lemurian energies are referring themselves as a tradition or a practice. Isn't that interesting? Where they had a practice or tradition of embedding information into crystals, programming crystals, right? And that there is stored information in that, just like we have stored information within our own energetic being. And they want me to end it on there. I am going to pop some cards now. They're just guiding me to pop yet again from Pamela's Genius, the giant Rider-Waite-Smith here, to close out this reading. Page of Cups as I cut the deck. So they're again emphasizing this energy of the divine feminine, an openness, a very intuitive energy, and how some of us are feeling right now that we are back at this page stage again, right? This page princess stage, however you want to look at it, even princely for that matter. But what they're really showing me here is the divine feminine energy of receptivity, of being receptive to heeding the call, the messages is what I'm hearing, our own inner wisdom, being receptive to those things, okay? Oh yeah. And laying down this burden of spirit, this burden of our own spirits, this burden of feeling like we need to be something else. We need to be another way. coming out of lack mentality, feeling like we're not enough, okay? Also understanding that it is always about coming back into harmony and balance again, okay? This wouldn't be the Libran key without saying that, right? Understanding that we are always wanting to come back to center again, coming back into balance between the physical and the spiritual. Understanding that that is what true spirituality is. It's a remembering of our divinity within this framework, within this physical plane is what I'm hearing, okay? All right. I'm just going to pop a few cards here for messages of guidance during this time. What these beautiful energies, these galactic, cosmic energies. I'm really getting a lot of Lemurian and Mintakan energy wanting to come through for this. A lot of energies connected to Lightworkers, Starseeds, okay? Four of Cups. There's that 10 of Wands in reverse again. And that 5 of Pentacles coming out in reverse. With the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Laying down this burden. What I'm getting from this is we're not seeing essentially what is right in front of us in terms of the support and the energy that is coming in, wanting to assist us in laying down this burden of the spirit. Because these two cards coming out together is about looking within the window, seeing that there is sanctuary that is available to us. At any point in time, these two people can walk into this sanctuary and find that divine connection within. And these are all minor arcanas coming out. So they're showing me that this is about it being reflected in our day-to-day reality. It's about it being reflected in our day-to-day life and our actions. And this goes back to a message that has been just coming through nonstop recently with regard to our divinity being in our day-to-day actions, aligning to the truth of who we are, our truth, the absolute truth, and working that day to day in everything we do. Being someone who practices those beliefs day to day and who isn't afraid, to speak their truth. And when I say that, they're really emphasizing here, this is not some big declaration of a monologue at work to your coworkers about your spiritual practices. This is about knowing that you are a sovereign being. Knowing that you are here for a reason. And knowing that you have support in ways you couldn't have even possibly imagined. And declaring that and claiming that in order for you to begin. And the funny thing is they're saying it's not actually, it's like begin, but it's also not, because there is all the circumstances that led you to this path. And all of it are part of the equation is how they're showing it to me. They want me to end off with holding up this 4 of Cups. The energy of 4, again, being related to the butterfly, the 4 butterfly wings and the energy of transformation connected to the Death card in tarot. This is an energy of death and rebirth, of new beginnings, especially when it comes to our emotional body. This could also be an indication of any kind of healing you may be doing around about feeling wounded about certain things, being in a kind of victimhood consciousness as well, is how they're showing me patterns, loops of patterns. And how there is an opportunity with the energies right now, especially very potently being connected to closing out this cycle. To closing out this cycle of feeling like this is a burden. We've got two fours here, eh? And I just want to really emphasize that with this Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups coming out. So much of this is having to do with feelings of lack, having a lack mentality outlook is what I should say. They're guiding me actually. Just underneath here is the Justice card. So this is definitely connected to cycles, closing out karmic loops or patterns. And when I say that, I mean repeating certain patterns, certain trajectories, certain behaviors, because we are essentially walking through a portal right now with this 11 energy coming through. Things are rebalancing and coming back in to a state of balance is what they're showing me. And it's interesting because the Justice card is very much about facing the truth of a situation. This is Libra. This is the energy of Libra, of weighing the scales, of also looking at where perhaps energies are imbalanced and where they need to come back into balance again. And it's coming back to the energy here of soul contracts too, okay? And they're really emphasizing the energy of the sword here and the scales, very similar to the energies, not just of Lady Justice, but of Archangel Michael as well. Christ Michael. These energies of drawing a line. These energies of justice, essentially. Drawing lines in the sand. Healthy boundaries. Protecting your energy. Protecting your light. Protecting it even from those who might unconsciously be draining that energy. So much of this, even just the energies of distraction, because they keep on bringing me back to this Four of Cups, right? You know, he's not seeing it. He's not seeing it because he's distracted. Okay. Yeah, the energies of discernment with this Justice card coming through. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. One last thing I want to add here, because they're really pointing out the red robes of the Justice card here, which is one of the things I love about the colors in this card, is the importance of being grounded, being rooted, feeling safe in your body, regulating your nervous system. Because it's truly when we are grounded that we are able to connect in a very direct way with our own inner guidance, with our intuition, and with being able to be discerning as to what is in alignment with our highest and greatest good and what is not. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Thank you to these beautiful energies, each and every one of them. The Lemurians, the energies of the Lemurians. I'm feeling that consciousness really wanting to come through with this. Mother Mary. The energies of Christ, the lineage of the rose. The energies of the Mintakans, okay? Thanking you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me in this space. I'm sending you so much love, wherever you are. If you've gotten this far, I will just say very quickly here that I am making certain updates and changes moving forward. Slight changes to the channel, but also I know that there have been some of you who are interested in readings, and I'm in the middle of redoing all of that. So if you're going to my website, you're going to see that those things are not necessarily posted or available right now, because I am working on them, because these readings and the way that I structure them They are very much divinely guided. There are lots of changes, obviously, going on, and many things that I have changed in the past. But please stay tuned for that if you are interested. And if you are looking for those things, know that that is the reason why, okay? I thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love. Again, wherever you are, in love and liberation, always.